YouTube faithful, what is going on? It is Wednesday. I hope you had a Taco Tuesday that was magnificent. And if you listened to me and if you used my strategy with pairing the goblins that are the same lines with the tacos, you should have at least profited $50 yesterday at a minimum, depending on what your taco limits are. But the play of the day, Hotani, 1.5 bases and 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, was also sweat free. So we're going to cover MLB and WNBA today. We probably got about another week to 2 weeks left of this before it's going to be NFL and NBA again. Thank God. So just hang in there and stay tight and let's get this bread. Like and subscribe, please. It helps me out. But I just want to say one thing before we get started. I just had the sickest experience right here, okay? Fantasy over for Mr. Wacha, whatever you want to call the man, okay? I'm calling him poverty right now. Literally was at 30 fantasy points before anything else happened at the end of the sixth when he left. Guaranteed the quality start. They're up two or three runs, so he was pretty much had the win locked in. Comes back out in the top of the seventh at 97 pitches for no reason. Literally gives up a home run and then a hit and then another hit. And then gets pulled, leaving 2 runners on, and then relief comes in and gives up all 2 of those runs and another run to chalk him. So he loses his quality start. They lose the win, and on top of that, he gets 5 earned runs credited against him now. This is the only sport where that can happen, where a player can go green and then play more time and somehow lose. It's just absolutely absurd. He had no business coming out there. I had to get that off my chest. That's why I always go light for the afternoon games that are like 12-1, because that is where crazy things happen. So with that out of the way, my venting aside, I do feel a little bit better. And right when I get done with this video, I'm going to go hit some golf balls, and I'm hitting them yard because I got some built up frustration after yesterday with Mr. Gilbert racking up 10Ks, which is absolutely abysmal, which is segue into this. We got Castillo roughly in 20 minutes, and this video won't be out yet by the time he's up, but I'm just going to say, I took Castillo more 7 strikeouts and more at 36.5 fantasy. He's now 37.5, and I'm telling you right now, he Ks more than Gilbert and Miller, and if he doesn't get 8 Ks in this matchup when Tampa just isn't even trying, they're literally swinging at the dirt, I'm gonna go yarn because it's absolutely cinematic and ridiculous, okay? I told everyone on the live stream yesterday. Yesterday I was live for like 6 hours sweating the whole slate. We ended up profiting. I can't complain too much, but Gilbert should have stayed under, and now Castillo, who's a better strikeout pitcher, is in the same matchup, and I cannot wait to see what happens because the gut in me says he's going to get shelled and I should be taking less and over hits allowed. But every time I've trusted my gut in this matchup, I've been wrong. It's ridiculous. So today I'm going to go against my gut and take more, and I can't wait to see what happens. I'm ready for the punishment. Just punish me. I can't wait. I just can't wait to see it. But what do we got for today? Well, today we have an interesting split slate. I hate when they do this. If you look at the popular tab play, you're going to see everything last 5 green, okay? Marsh, Guerrero, this guy Rasmussen, who sounds like a freaking cartoon character at 2Ks facing Seattle. Spencer Arrighetti. I thought everyone banned Spencer. Now he's the most popular play on the board because of this. He had one bad game here versus the White Sox. Everybody was writing him off. And now, once again, he's the most popular play. Manny Machado, who I've been on since the beginning of time. Chris Sale, who's the best pitcher on the slate. Yordan Alvarez. Everybody's taking his under today. That's the mistake. He's due to go yarn. I would never take less here. If anything, I'm taking more. Bryce Harper, everyone's going to be on him because he's been a wagon. I mean, guys, all you have to do is look at the last 5 and figure out where the public's going. You don't want to be where the public is. You don't want to have a lot of coin invested where the public is. With that being said, I'm going right back to my goat, Ani, or Putani. I'm ready to eat either version of him tonight because he's been my wagon. And I'm going right back to the well. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for him, or his demon, or half a hit. I'll have exposure to all of it, baby. Obviously, my favorite's going to be the 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That gives him the best chance at equity, but it's all in play. Okay, Francisco Lindor. I had him yesterday. I'll go right back to his Gabi at 1.5. I'm not afraid of the pitcher. I like it. I'll go right back there. So let's go over to D Jizzle and see what we can fizzle. Should I finish that sentence? Probably not, because there's going to be someone that gets butthurt in the comment. Freaking soft generation. Can't believe it. It's ridiculous. But anyways, here we are on the Jizzle, and you can see Verdugo, half a strikeout. Whenever I get these guys plus EV at half a strikeout, I'm taking it. I love it. During 9 fantasy score, he's been my wagon. He was a big part of my winning day yesterday. I don't mind to go right back to the well. Charlie Blackmon's being juiced at over half a strikeout. In fact, I actually like Blackmon's 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But you can take all 3 of these in a lineup right here, and you'd be on the right side of history more often than not. Verdugo, Frelick, and Blackmon, oh yeah. All they need to do is K once, and you could cash a lineup just like that for 5x or 2.25, whatever have you. As you can see, Jordan Alvarez, again, this video is not going to be out in time, but you can see he's being juiced over his fantasy. Now, there's a lot of 1.5s you could do. LeMahieu, Robles, Mookie Betts. I love Mookie at 1.5. Whenever I can get Mookie at 1.5, I'm taking it. Mookie, Cowser, all those guys are good. O'Hearn, he just went yarn yesterday. Maybe he does it again today. Maybe. I don't know. Chris Bassett, less 17.5 pitching outs. If you think Boston's going to tee up, that might be good too. But what do you notice about this overall? There's no real value, champs. There's nothing here. It's pretty much just all 50-50s and a lot of gut calls. So if we know that, we're going to be relying on gut calls and model projections. So what are we going to do? All right. Well, I think Griffin Canning, he was at 4 earlier at 4.5 versus the Detroit Tigers. I think you might want to consider him, as terrible as that is. That could be something you want to do. Joe Musgrove over here at 4.5. Chris Sale's Gabby. Absolutely. Where is it at? Where's Chris Sale's Gabby? Osvaldo Bido. It's Bido, you clown. I'm taking him at 3.5 versus the Cincinnati Reds. I took his Demon last time, but it was 5.5. Now it's at 6.5. A little bit too high. Taking that Gabi all day long. And if we pull up, you can see he's hit this in 6 of his last 10. He doesn't have a lot of data, not a lot of starts, but his range of outcomes is anywhere between 3 to 5 to 6. So at 3.5, given the matchup, I'm going to take it. If he sells, he sells. Look at this. Last 30th or 17th, 2024, they're 27th. They are the nut K matchup. So I will have exposure to Mr. Osvaldo. Now, I don't love it, but we don't have a great slate today as far as lines are concerned. PrizePicks is a business, and the closer we get to NFL season, the harder these lines are going to get. Chris Sale at 5.5, that's pretty good too. Obviously, that's 1.4x, so you're going to need to add in some fillers. I did like Festa, less 5.5. They bumped it down. I did give it out to the cord. So you're going to have to figure out what to do. All right, maybe throw in some demons here and there, okay? I think Canning's 15.5 pitching outs could be in play, okay? If he gets a hot start and he gets an extended leash, he could get that, could be in play. I would check the model for that. I'm leaning less at 17.5 for Chris Bassett, hoping that Boston just goes yarn. But again, it's going to be dicey. But if you went ahead and did something like this, they'd pay you 2.6x if you powered, so I don't recommend it. I would drop 1 and then you get your pretty much your 2x. I feel like that is the optimal play. But again, these are just situations and things that I personally am going to have exposure to. Now, as far as the WNBA is going, Diana Taurasi, this is going to be the most popular play on the board, and I hate it for that reason, but I will have exposure to it. It's a rule. It's a plug play. I don't even have to look at it. I automatically know I'm having exposure to it. Now, Miss Carrington. Everybody's on Miss Carrington's points over 11.5. They moved it up to 12. She's at 12. If you want to go there, you can, but again, I really don't think that would be the move personally. I would rather have her fantasy score, possibly even her PRA. The only reason I would even be there is because of the pace-up matchup that I like. That's it. Now, as far as the wagon plays go, we already know, where is it? WNBA first half, fantasy score. Where is she? Jonquel Jones. Where are you, Jonquel? Did they remove Jonquel Jones first half fantasy? My goodness, what are we doing here? Did they take it off finally? Oh my God, it's no longer here. But guess what? Guess who is here? Dolson. Now, this is going to be a tough matchup for her, but I don't care. I'm taking this. If she sells, she sells. As you can see, this is my wagon. She has been my wagon. Let me go find it right quick. I mean, look at this. 19 of her last 20, she's hit this. This is the best play on the board as far as a wagon is concerned. Folks, you're seeing this in real time. This is my play of the day. If anyone wants to give me a reason why not to play this, God bless you. I take it every lineup I can, every slate. I don't care. If she sells, I'm up 19 of 20 because I've been taking it every single time. I'm jipping, I'm jiving, and I'm taking Dawson, and I'm taking it to the bank. And if she sells, well, guess what? I'm up 19 out of 20, baby. Let's go. You can't stop me, baby. You can't stop me. And look at the matchup. Ooh-wee! 6-6. They're middle of the pack. I don't care. I'm not afraid of it. Is it an optimal matchup? No, absolutely not. But I don't care. I don't care. She got 18.5 on 6-14. She got 11.5 on 6-6. She respects coin. She's a wagon. If she sells, she sells. This is the play of the day. I don't care. I'm willing to go down with this ship. If you don't like it, tough cheddar, tough cheese. I'm hitting it. She's hitting. I don't care. If you don't want to tail Captain Crush, don't tail Captain Crush. It ain't for the faint of heart, but that's what I'm taking. And my God in heaven, I'm going to nuke it. Do not sell because I'm nuking it. But if you do happen to sell, well, Captain Crush will give you a pass. Now, Rickeya Jackson, I wish I had her Gabby points, but they don't have it up there, so I gotta take her first half fantasy. Now, the one thing with these WNBA women, they're more consistent when it comes to their fantasy scores, just like in the NBA. It's a tidbit more predictable. You can see that Rickeya Jackson's been getting shelled all across the board against the New York Liberty, but in her last 20, she's hit it 12 of her last 20, so that's a potential pair. Now, I prefer her points. I do. Captain Crush says, give me the points, give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the nuke, give me the nuke. But they don't have her Gabi today, so that probably is going to land me on Miss Aaliyah Boston. First half fantasy. Yes, sir. That's where we're probably going. Let's take a gander. We're doing this in real time. You can see she's been an absolute wagon. 6 of her last 10, 11 of her last 20. If you want to go there, you can. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit, comment guy, but they got it at 18. I got it at 17.5 earlier. You're going to have to make a decision. Now, you could go with Carrington. She's in a pace-up spot. These could be your bread and butter right here. Your jelly, your peanut butter. But whatever you choose, make sure you got Dawson. And guess what, comment guy? Let me tell you something right here, right now, just as sure as I'm sitting here, just as sure as my shirt is dark green. If she sells, she sells. I ain't gonna care. We're up 19 of the 20 times we've played her. You dig? That's how it is. So let's take Dawson, and then you can go back over here and you can take like Sales Gabi and you'll get a 2x. You could take Bido's Gabi for 2x. You can mix and match any of the pairs, the demons. You could put in Otani at 1.5 or his demon. Then you can go back over to DG and fill in the blanks. Verdugo, Frelick, Blackman, all their hitter strikeouts are fine. All of those are fine. Blackman, where you at, Chief? Over half a strikeout. I personally think he's going Yarn tonight. If he didn't go Yarn yesterday, it would probably be the play of the day. But if you do something like that, 2 regulars, a demon, a Gabi, and her, it would pay you 10x. You could take out that and you'd get 6x plus 1.5, which puts you over at underdog. So any combinations of things like this, guys, okay, that's how you want to do it. Mix and match anchors and darts. Yesterday, I did a live stream for 6 hours where I explained everything in Sweat with the boys. And I do that via Discord, which is linked to my dub club, okay? This was my day yesterday, and you can see Altuve, Otani, Wilson. My day depended on Otani, the play of the day, the thumbnail yesterday. Bang, cash that. Cash him again here. Cash him again over here. And then cash over here with Flirty. This was the final one we made on live stream, the 2x. And then unfortunately, Gilbert sold my pair with Steele early in the day, but it's okay. I had some underdog wins too. Steele and Cueto, Wilson and Rodriguez. A lot of people were able to get W's. Ty Flat got a W. New member got a W. He listened. He took what I say. I said, take Steele because he's the taco. Take his goblin. Take it with Wilson. That's your double up. Then he took Gilbert with Otani, the play of the day. He cashed 2.5x. Hey, that's dubs, wins, always a good thing. I had Howard over 13.5. Turbo's able to get some dubs. You know it was a good day. He listened. Steele, Gabi, Howard, bang. This is how you do it. You want to expose yourself to plays, take a stand, so when they do hit, you maximize your equity. Marks had a bunch of plays cash. Kicks on Chicks had a bunch of plays. IMC Black had a good plays. He should have took his reads on the Rockies, though, Blackman and whatnot. Cueto ended up going under. Remember I made that video yesterday? He ended up staying under. They tried to trick us. We got it, and good thing we did. PPW was able to cash. So anyways, you can come be a part of this and you can be in the mix. I post projection sheets every single day for MLB, NBA, NFL, regardless, whatever the sport is. Do live streams daily, and you go to CaptainCrush.net, scroll down to the gold package. Buy now. It's 83 cents a day. We get new members coming in every single day, all the time. Come join the team. Try it for 30 days. You're not interested, leave. No hard feelings, but I promise you're probably going to stick around. One of the highest retention rates on Dub Club is my Discord, for good reason, because I put in the work. People understand the value of coin they're getting their coin worth, okay? And for NFL, we're going to be steamrolling. Book it. Now, you can sign up with any of my partners, Chalkboard, Underdog, DG Fantasy. DG, use code CRUSH, get 25% off. Code CRUSH on Underdog. And not only will you get a free square, you'll get up to $1,000 promo money with your first deposit. And Underdog is stepping their game way up. They have the no sweat bonus cash back that's pretty much protected play. Underdog has hopped on that train. They have it now. So make sure you're signing up. I will do some of this content live on the live stream today. It is code CRUSH. Get in the mix. Get your protected play, your free square. Get it all, baby. And 30 free days of the Captain's Discord. You can't beat it with a stick. But you know what? Captain Crush is going to throw you guys a bone. Dolson, 5.5 rebounds. Tarasi, 3.5 assists. Bido, 4.5 Ks. If you power it, it's 3.3x. That's why I like that for Underdog. If you want to take that, you absolutely can. I'll lock it in right now. 10 to win 30. Sure. Why not? Book it. Let's crush. We will cover more Underdog today on the live stream. Just make sure you use code CRUSH. I promise you guys, I'm partnered with them. They're up in their game. They're going to be doing big things. You want to get in early. Lock in that free square before they take it away. But wait, Chalkboard is now doing the same thing. If you use code CRUSH to sign up with Chalkboard, you can also get a free square right now. Caitlin Clark, 19.5 points, is boosted to 2x. And then I took it with Duran, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I love the kid today. I'm riding that train. You can't get me off of it. We will be crushing in the live stream today, so make sure you use code CRUSH. Cash in on these things, 30 days free of the Discord, plus your free squares. So let's go back over to PrizePicks and do a quick recap. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We're hyped up. We got the Red Bull flowing. We got Dolson here. Now, you can also take Dolson's for a full game if you'd like, okay? You don't have to take her first half, but I feel like I made a convincing case of why you should take her first half, okay? You could take Carrington's fantasy score if you'd like, but I will have significant exposure to either of these two. Now, Diana Taurasi's an old fossil. I get it. So you always got to know what you're getting into. But Dolson, Taurasi, there you go. And then for MLB, my man, the myth, the legend, Jarren Duran. Where you at, Chief? 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This pays 2.5x, boys and girls. I like it. I think you can get in the mix. And then Otani, he's going to be in the mix. You can take his Demon or his 1.5 Gabi. Either one of those are fine. And then I told you about Bido, Osvaldo, that is. You could take his 3.5. I wish they had him at 4Ks or 4.5 on PrizePicks, but they don't. So we got to go with what we're given. And then you always have a chance with Musgrove. He just dealt versus the Mets when I had his under 5.5. It's not as good as a matchup as the Mets, but he did just get 9. His range of outcomes, he's getting more of a leash. He came back from injury, a little bit rusty, came back August 12th. You can see the June-July gap. Now he's starting to get acclimated. Maybe he's going to go yarn. So I'll have some exposure to Musgrove, and that's that, y'all. Listen, this ain't for the faint of heart. Taking a WNBA first half is always going to be risky, especially as the play of the day. I hesitate to say that, but I've made my case. I laid it out, but you need to understand something. Those coaches can say, we don't care about your parlay. We're chalking you, gatekeeping her. I've seen it a million times. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I've seen it. So be wary, be carry, know your role. Hit the like button. Join the Discord, CaptainCrush.net. Come sweat with your boy in the live stream later. We'll be up all night long, baby. So I appreciate you tuning in. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.